Yes, people, it's your boy living in London. Please like, share and subscribe. Please put some money in my PayPal towards my Stardog, yeah? Haha, only joking, Lazar. That's about as insulting as this video is going to get. You come to my attention. I unsubscribed from your channel a while ago, as I did with so many channels, you know, nothing personal, but it was the negativity of surrounding all this stuff. Now, somebody about 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, sent me a couple of links, you know, and it was basically just you ripping into me. I watched about 10 seconds of each of them and I never bothered. It doesn't concern me, that stuff. I'm not bothered people using my name in a negative light. The only thing that really does concern us is when, of late, you know, people, they kind of take to the camera and they pretend, or they give off the impression that me and them are like in cahoots and we're going after something or someone. That's not the case. I'm not a part of anybody's team. I'm not going after anybody. So if I can nip that stuff in the bud, I will. But as far as people like yourself, you know, saying all kinds about, you know, me, I'm cool with that. It doesn't bother me. Look, I wear the full armour of God, okay? Now, I never watched much of them clips from whenever it was, 2 weeks ago, say, tops. I never watched much of them. I thought, just Lazar doing his thing. But then, this morning, on my 10 o'clock bait, I seen something. It was like, you know when you get mentioned in YouTube by someone else, and it like comes up and you mention, so like me and you were both sort of tagged in the title of this video. I can't remember the name of the channel. Some like little trouble causing type channel, you know what I mean? Look what Lazar's saying about you type of thing. You know, and you fairly went in there, you know, and you went after, you know, my faith, my fellowship, you know, you went after my past. All that's fine. All that's fine. You know, that's not really what I'm here to address or, you know, return fire on. I'm just here to give you a little bit of time and energy like you've been giving me so much of. I think it's only fair, yeah? Now, like I say, that stuff doesn't bother me at all. You can go in deeper, go in harder, and you must try a little harder if you really want to get under my skin. Not that you will, but your efforts are quite poor. But, you know, considering, you know, I had my mum on the phone about the video, saying, you know, why do these people keep going on about this stuff and that, you know? I thought, just leave it, mum, you know. Then I thought, no, I'm going to address it. Now, me being part of an honest programme, you know, that doesn't mean that I've got to answer every question from every Tom, Dick and Harry with honesty. I'll just ignore the fools, you know, and the people who don't respect. I'll just ignore them. Now, and by the way, what you know about honesty, integrity, and, you know, fellowship and faith, for that matter, all four of those things, what you know about them could be written on a grain of rice. Yeah? So, I said, Mum, leave it. You know, so I said, I won't address it, I'll leave it. But this is me addressing it. Right? Now, I don't know what the chew is, or what the beef is really, you know, between me and you. I don't have any really ill feelings towards, I don't have any respect for you, but I don't have any ill feelings towards you, know, like that. Not to the point where I'm going to, you know, slander you or say anything that, you know, I might think, you know, might be classed as insults or anything like that. But you're one of these, Lazar. You're one of these. You're like, your mouth constantly writes checks what your chin cannot cash. You know, I've seen you take a punch, your ability to take a punch, or not to take a punch, you know, for words of a better description. You know, you do have an infant's chin, you know, and that's fine, nothing against that. You know, you certainly seem as somebody who can't fight physically, you know, and that's fine too. But you've got this mouth, yeah. You've got this mouth, right, and you go after people, and you're slanderous, and you're cocky, and you're cheeky. But you see, sometimes I feel like I've been shot out from a twilight zone, a different dimension sometimes, because And I've said it before, where I'm from, you know, if you can't physically back up all these insults about people, you know, you're probably going to get folded up. Now, the only time I ever really mentioned you was when our Ben flat packed you like a set of drawers from IKEA. Yeah? That's the only time I ever mentioned you, and it was in a respectful, defensive light. You know, and I don't regret that. I don't regret that because I felt sorry for you. You know, the way you hit the floor and that, and whether you deserved it or not. I mean, you couldn't take a punch, and it wasn't fair. So I had you back there, you know, and that was what it was. I don't regret that. But you see, where I'm the type of person I am, you know, I'll stay in my lane. I'll never open my mouth and insult somebody with, you know, derogatory comments or insultive language, to a point where I think I physically can't back it up. I can back up anything I ever say about anybody, you know, and your delivery, it's not bad. Your delivery isn't bad, you know. I mean, fortunately for you, I'm no longer that person anymore who sits and smokes weed and sits and puts the world to rights and insults people and that. Fortunately for you, because I was much better at it than you, if you like. My delivery was better. I've got a much wider vocabulary. You know, I've got a way. I had a way with it. You know, I had a very decisive way of getting to the point. I had a constructive way of going about it, and I had intelligence. You know, I had something which I don't think you've got quite enough of. You know, to be getting into verbal spars with people. Because if I was that person, like a year ago or something, and me and you got into a verbal altercation, I would verbally destroy you, mate. You know, I'd start at your shoelaces, and I'd probably have you in tears by the time I even got to your belt buckle. You know, because like I say, you lack the creative intelligence and the vocabulary to really keep up if me and you to get into a verbal spar. Now, I'm not going to go into what would ever happen if I ever hit you. You know, I'm a bit heavier than Ben. I crack a bit harder than Ben, I think. You know, so mentioning that stuff, you know, wouldn't really be fair. I think it's obvious. But like I say, you're one of these types that, you know, you go after everybody and everything to try and, I think it's to try and stay relevant. That's what I think. I think it's to go after relevance, you know, to have some relevance in what you're doing, because you don't have particular topics, or you don't do or say a lot of things positive, in my opinion. You know, and I think that's where it comes from. I think, you know, this like craving to be relevant. Now, like I've said, I don't know what the beef is between you. I don't know why I'm in your crosshairs, and I don't mind either way. You know, I can only assume and surmise. You know, from what I see and what I think personally, you know, I think you might look at me, you know, and think, in comparison to yourself, I think you're one of them that does that. You compare yourself to others. Try not to do that. No good. Only compare yourself to yourself. You should be the only basis for comparison within. It should be all you go after, you know. But I don't think that's the case with you. And I think that perhaps you might look at me and see the positive direction that my channel's going in. You know, you might feel a certain type of way about that. You know, you might look at me and think, you know, there's a person that doesn't take drugs anymore, is gainfully employed, you know, he's got a shilling or two, you know, he's not on benefits, you know, and this type of thing, you know. I think that, I'm not saying it's jealousy, I'm saying it might be. I don't know that it is, but I'm saying it might be. You know, do you look at me and see someone who is an active, loving father to all his kids, you know, that offers, you know, extensive financial and emotional support, which from recent accounts from your baby mama, as you like to say down there, you know, you're incapable of doing that. You know, you're an absent father who doesn't show any emotional or financial support, and I don't think that's a good thing, you know, by anyone's standards. My opinion. You know, is it any of them things? Is it, you know, that I've got a professional BKB contract and I'm fighting at Wembley for the BKFC on the pay-per-view card, I might add. Need prelims round here, mush. You know, is it that? Isn't it any of them things? I don't know. I can only surmise from what I've seen and, you know, what I think in my own thoughts. Perhaps, perhaps not. As it stands, Lazar, I'm going to wrap this video up by saying this. I'm going to wrap this little message up, if you like, by saying this. I'm going to resubscribe to your channel just so I can put your link in it, just so you'll get it, yeah? So this will go to you. Now, regardless of what you might think of me, I honestly, and I swear to God, this is what I'm saying to you, in all honesty, on my kids, from the heart, I wish you, Lazar, all the very best with your channel, your future, your content, your PayPal, yeah? I hope you pull a few quid off it, because I like to see people doing well. And I hope you do well. And I hope you gain, you know, a state of mind where you're happy in yourself, you know. From what I see, you haven't achieved that. You might well have, and this YouTube character that we all see could be fictitious and it could be an act. But I don't think it is, I think it's you. And with you, I wish you all the very best in the future. I hope God blesses you, you know, abundantly, you know, and I hope that, you know, things pan out for you. You know, I hope you have a successful, peaceful life, you know, and a good YouTube channel. You know, like, share and subscribe. I've never really got that one, like, share and subscribe. It's like, is it that easy getting people to do things that you want them to do? You know, I think people are going to like what they're going to like. I think they're going to share and subscribe to what they want to share and subscribe to. You know, it's like, if it was that easy to get people what you wanted to do, you wouldn't have to go to work, would you? You'd just tell someone else to do it, or ask someone else to do it. You wouldn't have to pay your bills, would you? You'd just ask someone else to do it. You wouldn't have to be a dad, would you? You'd just ask someone else to do it. You know, people are going to do what they want to do. So, I'm going to do me. You do you. I wish you all the very best with it, Lazar. All right? God bless you. Bye-bye for now, Chava. Big love. Mwah.